President Biden said no one was better qualified to take charge of the influx of unaccompanied migrant children than his vice president. And he pointed out that this was the role he took under President Obama when he was vice president.
One of the ways we learned is that if you deal with the problems in country, it benefits everyone.
Kamala Harris laid out several areas of focus.
I look forward to engaging in diplomacy with government, with private sector, with civil society, and the leaders of each in El Salvador, Guatemala, and Honduras to strengthen democracy.
But the mere fact that once again a vice president is being tasked with this role is raising questions about whether Harris will really be bringing new thinking to the issue of migration or will stick to strategies that clearly haven't worked in the past.
Regional development isn't something that you can switch a light on and off. It's going to take time, it's going to take effort, and it's going to take years of sustained development. So while what VP Harris is doing might pay off in the long run, in the short term, the more important thing is going to be to surge resources to the border to handle the arriving families and children safely and humanely.
The Biden administration is being given credit for speeding up the processing of child migrants who began entering the country in November when a court forced the Trump administration to relax its blanket ban on undocumented migration, but only for unaccompanied children. A highly choreographed tour of a facility in Carrizo Springs, Texas, was arranged for one U.S. network and then distributed to the rest of the media on Wednesday. The footage showed uncrowded spaces. The reporter on the tour wasn't allowed to speak to any children. 400 kilometers south here in Donna, Texas, at the border, we know circumstances are different. This facility is overflowing with unaccompanied children. On Sunday, it was 1,500% over capacity. There are many reasons why March is on track to see a record 17,000 unaccompanied, undocumented children enter the U.S. at the southern border, not least the normal seasonal increase in migration in the spring that this year has been supplemented because Donald Trump closed the border between March and November of last year. But migrant groups say there's plenty of blame to go round for the current chaos and distress, starting with successive governments, both Democratic and Republican, that have spent an estimated $55 billion over the last 12 years on what's referred to as the border industrial complex, high-tech equipment and militarization at the border, instead of investing in humane facilities to shelter and process the yearly flow of undocumented migrants that streams to the border nonetheless. Shihab, Rattansi, Al Jazeera, Donna, Texas.